I don't know what to say about this shit. I don't never heard Gordo. I'm assuming this is gonna be like I don't even know what kind of features are gonna be from Drake. Damn, bro, I don't want to have to keep bringing up K-Dot and Drake every time I talk about either one of them. That shit pisses me off about beefs. Once I'm over it, like the rest of the world isn't over it. So then my comments are just filled with the rest of the world still talking about the fucking beef. Like, can we just get back to making music, guys? Beef is sticky, man. I know it is. I don't even know what to say. Let's just fucking get it, actually. Lila, I know it's getting late and I'm struggling to let go. All of this distance between us.
I should admit I used to love you. Admit I used to love you. Came up out of nowhere. Admit I used to love you. Admit I used to love you.
K-Dot ain't doing this. I'm probably gonna have like 15 comments on my video before the first 5 seconds of this video. What do y'all think these comments are gonna say? If I give you a guess, if I gave you a guess right now, what do you think these comments are gonna say? Because I already know what they're gonna say in my head. Think about the context of the song we're listening to right now. They're gonna say, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. That's the first thing that they're gonna fucking say. And the problem is that Drake with the melodies got bars. So it's not just Drake with the melodies just singing.
I should admit I used to love you. Admit I used to love you. Came up out of nowhere. Admit I used to love you. Admit I used to love you.
This one's gonna go crazy all summer.
It was just my turn. Didn't turn.
She was never yours. She was never yours. It was just your turn. Remember that, Kings.
Didn't turn sideways. It was just my turn. It's the truth, why lie? If I dropped her name right now, she'd be too high. I bet you wanna come to Miami or come wherever I am. But you were never my girl. It was just my turn. But you were never my girl. It was just my turn. It's the truth, why lie? If I dropped her name right now, she'd be too high.
Bro, if I dropped her name right now, she'd be too hyped is so crazy because this bitch doesn't even realize the context of what I'm saying. That shit is a fucking bar, bro. Like, she wouldn't care that he's talking shit or she wouldn't care about his emotions. All she'd care about is, oh, Drake dropped my name in a song. Fuck the rest. That's all I care about because I'm a fucking narcissist.
It's
Bar.
the truth, why lie? If I dropped her name right now, she'd be too high. I bet you wanna come to Miami or come wherever I am.
Whenever I am. It definitely is honestly never mind type shit.
If I speak truth, well, funny enough, I love you. Funny enough, I love you. Funny enough, I love you. If it makes you feel nice, I'll admit I used to love you. Admit I used to love you. But you were never my girl. It was just my turn.
The chords are so fire, bro.
Then it turned sideways. It was just my turn. It's the truth, why lie?
Bro, this this progression of this song right now, like the way that the music is actually progressing as the time passes, is so fucking crazy.
It's the truth, why lie? If I dropped her name right now, she'd be too high. I bet you wanna come to Miami or come wherever I am.
That's hard. Oh my god, and then the hi-hat way in the fucking back, like 9,000 feet from the mic. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, before we get to the drop, Gordo is the producer of the song. If I'm not mistaken, he's EDM. So this is like an EDM producer collaboration with Drake, if that makes sense. Kind of how Calvin Harris has like the funk house summer, funk love, whatever the fuck that album is. It's like that. Like he's gonna have a bunch of A-list artists on his production, on this EDM style production. This wouldn't even be considered EDM for people who don't, when people hear EDM that don't listen to electronic music, this is not what they think of when they hear EDM. People think of like Tiesto, they think of Big Room, they think of Afrojack, they think of like bigger names from like the 2010s. This is much more niche. This is like a subgenre of EDM. Tropical House is fair. Armin van Buuren is
You were never my girl. It was just my turn. But you were never my girl.
You know what this is like? I'll tell you at the
It was
end.
just my turn. Is it true I lied? If I dropped her name right now, she'd be too high. I bet you wanna come to Miami. I'll come wherever I am.
Hard.
Is it true
Ooh! That semitone down on his voice was crazy. Oh, Desert's fair too. Production is going so crazy, bro. And here's what I was gonna say. This just goes to show that Drake can be in this lane. So that means Honestly Nevermind, there was only two major flaws with it. And one of them isn't really a flaw. That's a flaw on the listener's part for expectations. They expected something other than what Honestly Nevermind was when he dropped it. So the fact that he dropped like this EDM, chill house, tropical house, whatever you want to call it, dancehall, Afro beat, whenever he dropped that album, people weren't expecting it. So one, they rated it negatively. And two, if he had like actual A-list, EDM producers or like Gordo or people like this, like that album would have banged more because the production would have been just slightly elevated from where it was at. Honestly Nevermind sounded like the first dive into this style of music for 40 and for Drake. So there's some moments in there that aren't going to be like polished, but this is extremely polished because this motherfucker knows what he's doing when it comes to EDM. K-Dot heads are going to be like, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. Oh my God, fucking K-Dot made him switch genres, just like Eminem had said about Drake or about MGK. Like, bro, dealing with a Kendrick head right now feels like I'm dealing with a Jordan head right now, or a 90s NBA old head right now. I think just every Stan fan base, now that I'm thinking about it, whether it's Drake, whether it's Eminem, whether it's fucking K-Dot, whether it's Taylor Swift, they're not gonna let any artist fucking come in and surpass, regardless if it's Drake, regardless if it's fucking Eminem, doesn't matter. Either way, this track is hard. This shit's gonna be replayed mad times in my shit.